With this, we move on to our next talk of the day, status update of EBAA by Dr. Kevin.
It is now my pleasure to provide a State of the Association to inform you of how the EBA board, staff, and volunteers have acted as stewards of your association. 1 year ago, about this time, we had started to dig out of the bottom as far as tissue placement is concerned. So when the newly elected 2020-2021 board met in July for its board orientation session, we were comfortable planning projects and initiatives that would serve all our members and allow us to move the profession forward. We identified a number of areas where EBA could have a positive impact. These were major projects that were relevant to all the people we serve, both inside and outside the association. And I don't understand why I'm not able to move slides. So if we can move the slide. All right, my Zoom is freezing on me, so I'm going to wait for it to respond and see how we move. But until then, sorry. When the board thought about what EBA's greatest asset is, we quickly realized that the medical standards are probably our most significant contributions to eye banking and transplantation. They are functions that only EBAA could undertake, because what other body has the ability to set standards for eye banking, and what other organization enjoys the level of collaboration between eye bankers and physicians that makes our standards on our accreditation program universally recognized as the gold standard for patient outcomes. So next slide, please. Working with an outside PR firm, we developed our Safety First, Innovation Always campaign. Beginning in October, we began sending a series of emails to over 2,000 corneal surgeons and ophthalmologists. These emails described how EBA's medical standards and accreditation program help to ensure safe tissue for their patients. It highlighted how EBA member eye banks have been at the forefront of innovation within the profession from 1961 through to the present, and they offered testimonials from trusted physician leaders. To date, this project has resulted in over 20,000 emails, and the campaign has been incredibly successful as we're seeing very high email open rates and click rates. Since March, we've also been buying targeted ads on Facebook and LinkedIn and seeing high engagement on those platforms as well. One of the most significant threats to nonprofit eye banking, both financially and culturally, is the rise of CorneaGen, a for-profit entity that has raised tens of millions of dollars for the purpose of dominating the market for ocular tissue, and that has plans to launch an IPO to become a publicly traded company. Next slide, please. In 2019, EBA removed CorneaGen from its membership, but soon thereafter, some individual member eye banks took matters into their own hands and launched legislative efforts to ban for-profit eye banking entities in their states. Leader in Florida Lions Eye Bank in Florida ran a bill in 2020, as did the Lions in Minnesota. Next slide. While those efforts didn't result in the passage of new laws, they, along with Miracles in Sight in South Carolina, made similar attempts in 2021, and they expect to do the same in the future. However, it was a different situation in Kentucky. Slide, please. Kentucky Lions Eye Bank, led by EBA's immediate past chair, Woody Van Meter, drafted legislation that was unanimously approved by Kentucky's House and passed the Senate with a single no vote. And on March 19th, 2021, Governor Beshear signed the bill, making Kentucky the first state to ban for-profit entities from directly or indirectly recovering, processing, or distributing ocular tissue. We're going to discuss this issue more in the House of Delegates next week, but until then, I can say that EBA stands ready to provide support and resources to other eye banks that are interested in similar efforts in their states. Can you get the next slide, please? Eye Donation Month is our principal outreach campaign, and last year's theme, A Community of Compassion, recognized the contributions made by eye bankers, physicians, and all others involved in the donation and transplantation process, much as we're doing today. Next slide. Our campaign featured the stories of 4-year-old Zoe and her 9-year-old daughter, Iolani. The video that we produced featured both families and drew thousands of views and helped put a very clear and relatable face on our work. Next slide. Responding to requests and suggestions from our members, we provided more tools and resources than ever before with talking points, infographics, media alerts, and a slew of electronic tools formatted for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other platforms. Next slide, please. Given the campaign's success and the fact that we always rely on our partners in donation and transplantation, we're going to repeat our Community of Compassion theme for 2021 with new stories and updated graphics. And this year, we're hoping to produce as many as 3 videos so that iBanks can feature new content every week or so. We were very fortunate that UT Southwestern introduced us to Zoe and Aolani's family. And we would invite any iBank that has a compelling donor or recipient story to please contact us. We'd love to be able to feature you and these individuals in our videos going forward. So please share that information with us. Thanks. This year has seen us all adapt to new technologies to help us work more efficiently and more effectively. And EBAA was no different. We completed 3 technology upgrades this year and have another one waiting in the wings. eStatus is our online statistical reporting platform and was an upgrade from EBAA Connect, which had served us for over a decade. This new tool has a more intuitive user interface. It's got outstanding benchmarking and data analytics, and it's got reporting capabilities that are going to knock the socks off of your CEO or your board. So I encourage you to explore it and start taking advantage of everything that it can do for you. The Lens replaced our antiquated listserv system and provides our members a modern, easy-to-use communications and community platform. We've created over a dozen groups for everyone from QA staff to CEOs to medical directors. And because the Lens archives and stores files that you can search at any time, you can look back over past posts and get answers to questions you haven't even asked yet. And then finally, when we acquired a new association management system for our internal operations about 2 months ago, that meant we were also able to update our member portal, replacing the hodgepodge of files and links with a new website that's easy to navigate and far more flexible for both posting and accessing content. The portal also will allow members to update their personal records, access your history of CEUs and other content, and allows iBank CEOs to add and delete their staff from their membership automatically. So everybody has the benefit of membership as soon as they get started. So Tanika, talk to Tony, make sure he gets you loaded into our new system. Looking ahead to the next 12 months, we are planning a wholesale overhaul of our website. This is going to be the first redesign of the website since we rolled it out in 2015. And our goal is to be able to better target and communicate with all of our audiences, from iBankers and physicians to members of the public. So please watch for that. We're excited about that coming in the next couple of months. Next slide. As Noel mentioned, EBAA was founded in 1961, and this is our 60th anniversary. Throughout the year, we have and we will continue to celebrate the ways that the association and our members have made history through innovations and advances in both the science and the art of corneal recovery, processing, and transplantation. So please be sure to visit our website to see a timeline of our accomplishments, and feel free to use those tools in your own social media. Finally, this is just some of the initiatives that we've undertaken in the past 12 months, and these are all designed to serve you better. It is our honor to work with you to restore sight to those in darkness. On behalf of the entire board and staff, I want to thank you for your continued support and urge you to contact staff or board members if there's anything we can do to make your EBAA membership more valuable. Thank you very much.